कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराज ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्रीमहागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। Please repeat. Om Apyayantu Mamangani Vak Pranaschakshuhu Shrotram Atho Balamindriyani Cha Sarvani Sarvam Brahmaupanishadam Maham Brahma Nirakuryam Ma Brahma Nirakaro Anirakaranam Astva Nirakaranam Me astu Tadatmani Nirateya Upanishatsu Dharmaha Te Mai Santo Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. We had seen the meaning of Upanishad yesterday, and the very meaning of the word Upanishad means Brahma Vidya in action. That Brahma Vidya which is not silent, it is in activity, it is in mode of removing sorrows. I already saw in detail, and now we are ready to enter into the text called Kenopanishad. So if I just take you back, first we had seen what is the need, how the person becomes spiritual. Then the Praman had come. Then Vedas we saw. Vedas are the Praman. Then Purva Bhag and Ant Bhag. Then importance of Purva Bhag and limitation of Purva Bhag in three Purusharth, Arth, Kam and Moksha, Arth, Dharma and Kam, Arth, Kam and Dharma. Then the limitation of these three, and ultimately the Purva Bhag ushering us to Ant Bhag, taking us to Moksha Purusharth. We saw in Moksha Purusharth how it is there, where you see that the problem of insecurity or problem of not having pleasure It cannot be solved by all the three Purusharthas because the problem is somewhere else. It's a misconceived notion that I am insecure, that we saw. And to remove that notion in our eye, the pravritti of Upanishads are there. And yesterday we saw in detail about the meaning of the word Upanishad. Just go back and see all this matter because all thoughts are gradual. There is a systematic flow of thought. Now, when any book comes in your hand, so the problem is you just don't go and study that book straight away. So there is something called Anubandha Chatushtay. What is that? Relevance determining factors. RDF. Relevance determining factors. That is called Anubandha Chatushtay. Because you have not read Tattvabodh, some of you, therefore you may not be understanding, therefore I am giving the Anubandha Chatushtay. When sometimes I am in the airport and I have time, so bookshop is there. Every airport has bookshop. So quite fond of reading the books. So I enter into bookshop. Not every book you start seeing that. There is something in my mind, then you start seeing some book. So, this book which is there in front of you, remember Upanishad has the meaning of Brahma Vidya, and that which explains the Brahma Vidya through words, that is also called Upanishad. So, the Vachyarth of the Upanishad is the words and Lakshyarth is the Vritti. What? Direct meaning and indicated meaning. Popular meaning is called Vachyarth. Word. When I say bring Upanishad, you will bring the book called Upanishad. Popular meaning is called Vachyarth. You should get habituated. Popular meaning. Vachyarth means well-known meaning. Lakshyarth means indicated meaning. So word Upanishad, Vachyarth is the Shabdarashi. Collection of certain amount of words. But the Lakshyarth of the word Upanishad is Vritti, Brahma Vidya Vritti. That thought which removes the sense of incompleteness in the self. Imaginary sense of incompleteness in the self is removed by which knowledge is called the indicated meaning of the word Upanishad. Now if that is the case, now what is the meaning of Anubandha Chatushtay? Anubandha technically means Jnanam Yat Pravartakam. Jnanam Yat Pravartakam. That knowledge which inspires you to go with the text. So I have a certain, any vyavhar, I think it takes place only when you have a settled clarity. I have certain thing in my mind, and after I feel this thing can fulfill what is my prayojan, then I will get involved with somebody, whether it is Upanishad, whether it is house, whether it is a relation. You don't involve with somebody where your inner desire or inner purpose is not going to get fulfilled. So Upanishad is beforehand telling you about what I can give you and what is in me. You need not read the whole book and then find out it was useless. It was not for me. That will be wastage of time. So beforehand it is written everything, and that is called the Anubandha Chatushtay. I'll clarify it more. Let me start. So first is called subject or the Vishay. Means topic of discussion. Why you will discuss the topic? Because I have a prayojan called moksha. Because you don't start discussing on any topic. Somebody comes and says, I want to discuss aerodynamics with you. I have no interest in aerodynamics. Or somebody comes and says, I want to discuss, how the astronomy of this there. Can you see Mars? Can you see Venus? I don't know. I'm not very good in stargazing. But some people are very good. They can say this is Venus, this is Mars, this is Jupiter, they see there. I have no interest. So you don't get involved with any subject that is going on. Sometimes you put on the television and so you go and see. And they're discussing something about how animals live in South America. And then you say put it off. Because that topic is not at all interesting me. Or how nowadays Australia is playing good. You're not interested, put it off. Then you switch on the third channel. In that it is written that which kind of fish have what vitamin. Oh. You don't go into every subject that you know. Then you put on the food which have highest protein. And then maybe in your mind it was a subject I think I lack in protein, my protein was less. So you start hearing that. In your mind already certain topics are there. And when you come across certain subject, then you stop there. Let me see what food have protein. Then you start listing. Then you see that cheese has protein, then this has protein, then beans have protein. And then you said, okay, subscribe. Press the bell icon. So you press the bell icon and you subscribe. You are very impressed initially. Later on you thought it was unnecessary things. Too much notifications are there. Then you unsubscribe also. There is unsubscribe button also. I don't know how to do it. It is written unsubscribe. Automatically you can unsubscribe. You don't have to press bell then. No bell. Okay. So first is called subject or Vishaya. Please note one point. On some subject we will not discuss on which you have no idea at all. No idea, you have not heard about black hole at all, supposing. You won't discuss about the black hole in the galaxy. I have not heard at all. And you will not discuss a subject in which you know everything. You discuss a subject where you have partial knowledge and partial ignorance. You know and you don't know. So, about Atma I feel I know. Ordinary person will believe, you know about yourself. Well, of course, I am Rakesh. I am Rakesh. I am the father of Mr. Roop Prasad. My mother's name is Umarani. Oh, very ancient names are there, yes. Acha, this is your introduction. Yes. So you know yourself. Yes, I know yourself. You know yourself, of course. Sure, of course. Why are you pestering me? I know myself. You are a man or a woman? Man, of course. Tell me more about how you are happy or unhappy. Sometimes happy, mostly not that happy. Time is not very good, stars are not good nowadays. Acha? I have purchased certain crystals here and there. because that influenced me. This is smiling. Acha, if you know yourself, this is called a watch. Anything which is known, abhaditam, that alone is called knowledge. It will be watch. It won't become paperweight. It won't become man. It won't become elephant. Any time, day, night, for everybody it is a watch. And for me, 24 hours it is a watch. Never I will feel that I feel this is not a watch, this is a snake. Snake has to come in our talk. Or this is this is not a watch, or this is a sari. What a wild imagination. About I. How do I know my knowledge is not there? Sometimes I am sad, sometimes I am happy, sometimes I am angry, sometimes I am quiet, sometimes I am jealous, sometimes I am excited. That means I is not fixed. When you don't know somebody, there is more of speculation, guess, doubt. When you don't know a subject well, supposing you are a mathematics student and you don't know that particular problem very well, then you speculate more on that. It is not clear. And many doubts come and many answers come of the same sums. I think this will be 9. If you reduce it will be 8. I think both are. Let me see what answers are there at the back. Back they have not given answer. Sometimes they first see the back, then solve the sum. So how do I know that I don't know and know? Aham asmi, that I know. But aham dukhi asmi, between aham and asmi, what in between comes and goes, that says that this is not clear area. There is unclear area in your eye. If it was clear, then everything will be clear. If partially clear and partially unclear, then you need discussion. And therefore, the Vishaya of this is the complete knowledge of the self, Atma-vidya. I hope you are getting my point. You don't discuss on some point in which you have no knowledge at all and which is not going to serve any purpose. Well, what is the purpose? This is the Vishaya. Upanishad Vishaya is Atma-vidya. Not every book in the Ved has Atma-vidya as a Vishaya. If you read Jaimini Sutra, it is not Atma-vidya, it is Dharma-mimamsa. If you read Sankhya Sutra, it is not Atma-vidya, it is Prakriti Purush Vivek. If you read Yoga of Maharishi Patanjali, it is not Atma-vidya, it is Samadhi. So what is the main thing? What is the main crux? What you want to discuss? Tell me in one word or one sentence. I don't have the time to read the whole book. Tell in short. Then I'll decide to continue or not to continue. So Atma-vidya is the Vishaya. Why? Atma-vidya is the Vishaya. Why? Because my prayojan was moksha. Why your prayojan was moksha? Because I already discussed that. The solution is not in earth and calm. I have discussed the problem is in I and not in this. The problem is not in idam but in aham. And there is no real problem in aham. If there was a real problem, then we cannot solve it. Then let us close the topic, close the class. Because anyway it will be there. If there was a real insecurities with the real incompleteness, then you will never sort out incompleteness out. And then in deep sleep also will be incomplete. So prayojan is moksha. Moksha means, many times you heard, freedom from emotional dependence. Moksha means where you are feeling that world is an incidental appearance on me. Moksha is not freedom from birth and death. Freedom from birth and death is a fruit of moksha. बोले उनको मोक्ष मिल गया होगा. He has died, he must have. मुक्त हो गए. Mukti has not to do with death. It has to do with knowledge. At the time of knowledge you will be liberated. Not that after dying you will be mukt. बोले मुक्त हो गए. He passed away, I think he must be liberated now. Liberation is not from the body. Liberation is the sense of reality in the world has gone away. And sense of completeness is realized. There is no moving I. I has settled in completeness. Bondage is irrational, illogical, insecure movement of false I. Illogical, insecure, irrational, uncertain movement of false I in the same situation or in many situations, that is called the bondage. Bondage is at the level of I. Bondage is not with the person actually. We are not bound with the person. You don't say that I am quite attached with my son, or I am quite attached with this, my wife or husband. This is not the case there. But I am attached. No, wait, let me complete. Then you talk. Okay. We think I am quite bound with my son. No. With your son you have an I. You have an I with your son, and that I, it is uncontrolled I. That is a limiting I. You are bound by that limited I. You have created a limited I with respect to somebody, that is called I am bound with that person. Attachment means I am not physically holding you. With you, my son, my daughter, my wife, or my house or my work, I have developed a very limited I, a constricted I, which I am not free to drop at will and take at will. That is called attachment. Your son may be somewhere else. He may be living in Fiji. Fiji, understand? West Indies. Earlier we used to know West Indies as something because cricket was there. Now when I went to Trinidad, then I understood all the islands there. It's a group of islands. But from my childhood, West Indies was only because of cricket. And they were a very good team at that time. Malcolm Marshall and Richards, what is his name? Vivian Richards. These big players were there. When I was used to see cricket, it was my childhood only. Quite a good players were there. At that time they were number one. Now they are last. So when I went to West Indies, Trinidad, I asked. They said it is a group of islands, Guyana, Fiji, all these things. Small islands are there. Very good and interesting. Oh, my son is in Fiji. Let us come to the point. So when I say I am very attached, it means you have an I with respect to that son, which makes you feel very limited, helpless. And I can't drop at will. I had to do another work, but Thought is not that thought does not go. That I is holding you. That I is not going. That is called I am bound by that person. When I say I am not bound by that person or I am not attached, it means I take the I, how are you, I love you a lot, but after that I drop the I. And I can do my next work. I don't feel limited by you. I don't have a limited imposing I in me. So series of limited imposing I what I have whole day, that is called my bondage. Bondage is the imagination in I. And Vedanta says, please look, there is no limitation in I. Well, but I feel it is there. This is your ignorance. How to remove that? That we will see. I hope you are getting my point. It can be with any work also. When you say he is too attached to this work, that means he is become very obsessed. I have to do it. I have to do it. When will it be done? I have to do it. If I will know who will do it? So he feels more restricted in his thinking, in his understanding. There is space gone in his mind. He is so possessed by his work. And he wants a particular result only. When Bhagavan says that Ma Phaleshu Kadachana, don't get attached to the fruit, it means don't have an eye of having a strong sukh and a strong dukh with somebody or some person. Refuse to be very, very sad or very, very happy with somebody because that is called your attached eye. Freedom is from these wrong imaginary eyes. Person may be around you. Person may be hovering around you. Work may be around you. But you may be not attached. Because I am not this I am not feeling constricted by you. I don't feel limited by you. I hope you are understanding that. No? So I realize that there is no unlimited I in me. And this realization is the subject matter of the Upanishads. This is the second point. Moksha is realization of unconstricted I, unlimited I. But why I feel it real? That is for you to understand. It is not real. No. Why? Because it goes away. The same person you are feeling limited yesterday, today you are not feeling limited. You are feeling that he is fine. One day you were attached and after some days maybe you are detached from the same. That I disappeared. 10 years back you had attachment with Mr. X or anything. That I you had about with that X person or Y person. But now that I has disappeared, you don't know where that identity has gone. I'm not that attached. No, I'm not at all attached. I couldn't live with him for one day without talking to him, without text messaging him. Achha? Every day? Yeah. Twice, thrice. Every day? Yes. But now what about him? Years have passed. So that I has disappeared. That I has gone somewhere. Anything which was not there will not be there in future also. I am related to you. I started my relation with you in supposing 2010. Before 2010 there was no I between you and me. We were strangers. Right? We were strangers. Strangers. After that, we didn't know. I met you, I say hello, you said Hariom, hello, hi, finish. But after some time, we got very close. That means my I became My I had sense of incompleteness without you. This is called attachment. I developed a I which was incomplete without you. This was my called attachment. But hello, yes, there will come a time where this I will disappear. It may be 5 years, 10 years, 20, 30, 40, 50, at the most. Because we will be living, I will be living, and either you will pass or I will pass. I will go to the next birth, you will go to the next birth. When next birth you will go, then you will have another I. So your present wife will not be associated at all. That I will disappear. That is called new birth. Therefore, this I is false. But while living, why to die for that? While living, if I discover this point, right now, today is 8th, no? Today on 8th June 2022, right now at 8:45, we discover it. You are liberated. Liberation is instant. That I don't have that. Anyway, anything acquired will be lost. I acquired or incomplete I with respect to work. Jatasya dhruva mrityu. Anything acquired will be lost. This is called moksha. And anything which I already had, I had I without you also, which was not feeling incomplete without, because recently I felt incomplete. If that I is there, to reside in that which will not be lost, and to know the nature that alone was and it will be. Rather, it doesn't come in the world comes in that. This is the subject matter, and this realization is called moksha. Moksha is not the name of some incident. It is not incident. I went to some place and somebody say, "Aaj hamare Guruji ka moksha divas." I was a brahmachari at that time. Today is my moksha day of my Guruji. So I said, "What is that? Can we elaborate?" Well, today is the day, 22nd June, he got moksha. Abhedananda sanskar was very strong. I asked a question. I said, "Tell me, 22nd June, which year?" He said, 1982 he got moksha. 1982, 22nd June he got moksha. Therefore we celebrate as moksha day. Like Father's Day, Mother's Day, it is moksha day. तो हंसी आई थोड़ी सी. हमने कहा moksha is in some day. Moksha starts in time. It will end in time also. There is nothing called moksha day. Like birthday. समझ में नहीं आई क्या कहना चाह रहे थे. Moksha is not an event in time. Rather, moksha is that knowing that there is no event. There is nothing called any event in time. I hope you got. This is the prayojan. Subject matter, Atma-vidya. This is called moksha. 2 point. I hope some clarity is there. You have to hear this is Vedanta now. Oh, so difficult. The difficult is yet to come. Wait. अभी तो आने वाला difficult portion. Oh my God, I'm so scared. Don't worry, God will make you understand. Third is called sambandh. Connection. Even some Vedantic students get confused with sambandh. What is sambandh? Sambandh means when you take a book. So something is in your mind, what you wanted to hear or you wanted to know. If this book's good, then only I will have a connection. Supposing you want to cook and you don't know cooking. So you are searching for a cookbook. How to make, the recipe book is there. And you are just browsing. Then immediately you are connected to that book. And supposing you want a cooking book and the book is there among abdominal pain. So that will not appeal you. Huh? Because that book is not on cooking. Or you went to another shelf. How to handle first month of your pregnancy. So, and you actually wanted a book on cooking. Such books are there, bhai. Quite foolish topics are there. I stopped going now. I don't go to any bookstall now. Because what I want to get, I can't get anywhere. And I get all satisfaction in this Bhagavad or Ramayana. I say, सबसे अच्छी यही है. When you cannot connect with that, then you go to third shelf. What if your motor stops on the way? You still can't connect, you wanted some other thing. So connection is required. What connects the prayojan with Vishay is called Sambandh. Please get my point. What connects the prayojan and Vishay? Got my point. Prayojan is purpose. Purpose is moksha. Absolute cessation of moving eye, movement of incomplete eye is moksha. Again I am repeating. Absolute cessation or falsification of movement of incomplete eye is called moksha. Where I abide in a complete eye. Non-abidance in non-complete and abidance in a complete eye. Non-moving. Abidance in non-moving complete eye. That is called moksha. I hope this is clear. I wanted to know this. And I got a book there on Upanishad or any Vedanta book is there. By any Swamiji is there or by any author is there or by Ramana Maharshi talks. And in that, I glanced in the same shelves, I glanced, who am I book is there. अब देखो connection हो गया वहाँ पे. This is called Sambandh. ध्यान देना. There are two kinds of Sambandh with the book. One is prompter prompted, other is revealer revealed. Means, in Purva Mimamsa or Purva Bhag, when you know something, you have to do after that. I wanted to cook. And this book tells about cooking. It is written that first take oil, put in that. After that, put some kind of jeera. After that, third step, put some kind of dhania. Then you make a ball of oil, potato and the besan. Then put it. Then take it out. Then put a hole in the potato. Then put some curd. On that curd, put some kind of chili. On that chili, again you boil it. Then on that, put some kind of imli chutney. Supposing this is the recipe. Don't try. This is just all my imagination. After you read it, it has no purpose. You have to do it. When somebody comes in, you can't serve, take the cooking book. You have to make it. It has no purpose. Book has no purpose unless you demonstrate. howsoever you read cooking book, well, I have hundreds of cooking books, I never cook. There is no purpose. It is called prompter relation. Book is a prompter and you are prompted. Is this relation here with me in the Vedanta, sir? He said, no. Then it is called revealer-revealed relationship. Pratipadak, pratipadya sambandh is there. Little subtle point, but I think you will catch it. This Vedanta book only says it gives you the knowledge. After knowledge, I don't have to do. Why? Why? Because after knowing that, I had a dream problem. And some book in the dream said if you wake up, after waking you don't have to do anything of the dream. That is over, the topic is over. My bank account was empty in the dream. And I was sitting how to get the money to keep the account on, because you need 500 rand to keep the account on. Otherwise they'll remove the bank account. Zero amount, they will remove that. When you don't have any, why you're keeping a bank account? Wasting the clerk's money. I think this, I don't know whether it is there or not. You have to have minimum account to maintain that bank account. So I got up. After I got up, there is no work remaining in the dream. After you know the I, that I am complete, there is no work to be done. There is no world to be answered to. There is no doer. There is no enjoyer. The falsification of finite I and falsification of the world. After that, who will do what? And therefore, work is over. So knowledge stops. In the worldly knowledge, knowledge is complete with the work. But in the Vedantic knowledge, knowledge itself is sufficient. There is no work. I'll come to it, just hear that. It is called Pratipadya Pratipadak Sambandh. Not prompted relationship. I hope you understand. Somebody was very sad. I said, why are you sad? Well, you are very upset with me. I said, who told you? No, you are not talking nowadays, therefore I feel. No, never. I'm busy. It's not that I'm not talking. You're not upset. No. If I'm upset, I'll tell you. You'll tell me, no? Of course. I will not hesitate. I'll call you in my room, in my lounge. The hot seat is there. Or in my room inside, the revolving chair is there. I'll sit with you. And I'll tell you straight away, I have no hesitation. Acha, you're not upset? No. Thank God. This is called revealed. My words are revealer and this knowledge is revealed. You are free. After that, you don't have to do something. When problem is ignorance and misconception, you don't have to act after that. I hope you are clear. Therefore, revealer, revealed. What is revealed? Revealed is knowledge of the self. So there is a sambandh with the book. It is a revealer and revealed is the Brahman. Please note, knowledge of Brahman is not the goal. Knowledge of Brahman takes you to moksha. And therefore, another knowledge of Brahman and moksha, there is another sambandh called sadhana sadhya sambandh. So there are two sambandh here. One is revealer revealed, other is sadhana sadhya. This is the point. This is called sambandh. Vishay prayojan sambandh. Without sambandh you can't. Somebody is going to choose his match also. Then also I want this kind of boy, this kind of. So there is a sambandh. You came to study or you came in the ashram. You had something in your mind before you heard me. Something you had in your mind. And what you wanted, if you get it, then only connection is formed with somebody. These are three things. And last thing is called adhikari, who is a qualified student. Any book you start reading, you are not qualified. Sometimes you glance around certain book. I went to certain doctor. Many times I go to somebody's house. I'm asked to be in the room, his doctor's room, and his lot of books are there. My habit is to see the books. So his shelf is there. Then all of a sudden the book is there. What? Patriotic gland. What is in the brain? Patriotic gland. Pituitary gland. Anatomy of pituitary gland in the brain or in the head something. There is one book. I just started college. That book is taught after 3rd year, 4th year. I have zero knowledge about it. I am confused where is pancreas, where is kidney, still that is not clear. In my childhood, I went to the doctor. And his name was doctor. I will not tell the doctor, I don't know where is he. So he said, what is the problem? I said, I have pain in my kidney. So he said, where is kidney? He laughed. I showed him also. But it was not. I said, see, under the navel point, people say, kidney is here. I said, here, pain is there. Therefore, when you go for a medical, in the first year, there's anatomy is taught. First year anatomy is there, where is where organ, what is the function of that. 4th year book you are straight away taking. You're not adhikari, you're not qualified, keep it back. Sometimes your Upanishad is going on, last chapter. All of a sudden, one person comes inside. Out of the blue. I now understand my plight. This happens with Sandeepni also. One text is going on already. It is in the flow. One guest comes all of a sudden. Because there's a dining hall. That was late, so yahan kuch der yahan baith jate hain. Like restaurants are there, dining hall is there, Saraswati Nilay, like this is there in the middle. 12:30 was the dinner, 11 o'clock class is going on. This person came at 11:30. Please satsang ho raha hai, ghus gaye. So from the back door he entered. A topic is already going on that subject class was being built for 1 month. Understood? No, what will understand? Rather he'll misunderstand something. Therefore I said, don't come in the morning class. Please ask permission. And no university will allow a 4th class student, all of a sudden you come in the 4th class. 4th student, 4th year. So who is the adhikari is a very important aspect. Not everybody is adhikari of Vedanta. And then this, Swamiji said, don't come. I'm so upset. Why? I was not allowed in the class. As if you are deprived. Then Amika said, don't come. I have come all the way from Richards Bay. No, you had never come. Or Stanger. Or Bulito, son. Bulito. I have come to attend satsang. Arey bhai, I also want. But that subject is not for you. ठीक करे ना? अब see, we will build the topic of Upanishad. And some student will come later on. Some are coming later on here only. Ab they said, I want to come late. I said, आओ भाई मना कैसे करें? Ab now you tell me, how much we have gone through hard work. They will miss it. And all of a sudden, they will come in the class and they will start studying Kenishtam Patati Prishitam Mana. Subtle point will be taught on that day and they will be dumbfounded. And then they will have a notion, oh, is this I didn't understand. It's too difficult. So everybody, that is different. It takes time to build up a subject in the mind. And therefore discipline is there. So adhikar is very important. And if you say you don't come, bole, I was deprived. They didn't come, they allow me to come on time. Some don't complete the course and go halfway. Some come later on. All students, all categories are there. So some are halfway going away. So they will have incomplete knowledge. आधे छोड़ के चले गए. क्या करें भाई, सबको एक्सेप्ट करना पड़ता है. Now what is the last point? What is the adhikar? You have already heard. Extreme dispassion from earth and come. That we heard. That my solution is not lying in earth and come. When I say solution is not lying in earth and come, understand that the I which have, the enjoyer I with respect to security, and enjoyer I with respect to pleasure, I don't want that I. It is more a dispassion from your wrong identity, from your attached identity. You see sorrow in that I, because I'm flogging the dead horse. It is unnecessary to be attached, because it will never give me the fulfillment. Unnecessarily I was with this person. Unnecessarily I was with this house. Unnecessarily I was seeking solution. There is no point in going around. Why? Any amount of hard work I'll do, it will not give me that fulfillment. I will never be settled with anybody in my life. Association with anybody will be making me tired and upset and exhausted at the end of the day. I have to answer a lot. I have to do a lot. I'll be fed up. So it's a wrong pursuit. This is called dispassion from earth and come. It's not frustration. It's born out of discrimination. It is not the nature of the water to, if I churn the water, I will never get oil. Churning the coconut, I can get oil. Churning the sesame seed, I may get oil. But churning the water, I will not get oil. How much I live with somebody, how much I love the person, how much I give time to the person, it will be always creating an incomplete I. I will be running around like a mad dog and cat, but I won't get fulfillment. Even if I go to Swarg also. Why to waste time? This is called dispassion. Why not invest the same energy somewhere else? I give him 2 hours, still he is not happy. Why didn't I invest 2 hours in my meditation? I wasted my time of meditation. I could have invested the same time in doing my part and purifying my mind. You become very conscious of your wrong notions about somebody. And this discrimination, what you do, that where I really belong to and where I am trying to belong to. I am trying to belong to someone or some work or some place where I am never belong. I cannot belong to that. It is not my place to be with him. It is not my place to get achievement. I can never fix totally with the Maya. It is my wrong notions. I am trying to fit myself in unfittable. I am unfittable there. This is called dispassion. This is first D. Born out of discrimination, not frustration. In frustration you are angry and you are burning. In dispassion you are cool and thinking about the self and God. In frustration you think about the person who didn't give you something. Like the husband-wife fight, well, I have not asked you anything, now go. I have no relation with him, go. I will not ask you anything. Jao, jo marzi so karo tum. Do whatever you want. And he goes to another room, thinks about the Bible. This is frustration. This is not what is meant here. Dispassion is not. It is understanding of our wrong I. And then desire for moksha. Why? Why? Because I need an I which gives total attention. Please note one point. You can be doctor, engineer. Everything is you finite time. You can think I'm a mother and I'm still a doctor. I'm a father, still I'm a doctor. I'm an engineer, I'm the brother also. Acha, I'm the brother also, I'm the engineer also, I'm a mausa also, I'm a chacha also, I'm a citizen also, I'm a businessman also. All identities go together. It's not that you are a doctor, you can't be father. You're a doctor, you are a father also. You're a son also. I'm working as a son also. I'm working as my clinic is there. My clinic got over at 5 o'clock. I thought I'll spend time with my family. It was Saturday, so I had a family time. Whole family was there. Acha, yes, because I'm the son also. Bhai, I'm not only a doctor, I'm a son also. We went out today at Ushaka. Achha. So I can be doctor also, I can be mother also, I can be baby also, I can be son also, I can be enjoying also. This doesn't work in Vedanta. Why? You know why? Why? Because if you give 1 hour in Vedanta, in 1 hour you are discovering the nature of I, that I am complete, world is false. Earth and Kam Purusharth is false. The incomplete I is not existing. Actually, I am complete. It is all analysis based. It is study based. It is not action based movie. Whole days went on studying and analyzing your right eye. So from 9:30 you had Vedantic thought. After that I went out to dance. After that I took another identity. So 2 hours I was Vedantic I. After that I strengthened another enjoyer I. So what hard work you did is washed off here. And therefore only I is allowed here of Vedanta here. That I am only the complete. If you can entertain whole day and night only this is called extreme desire for mumukshatva. And that makes it tough. I hope you are understanding. 1 hour I studied Vedanta. And I tried to understand how everything is complete. I understood also. After that, I went out with somebody. And I said, I love you so much. And you love me so much. I want to act on this. I have taken one project. I want to do this work. Now you have become doer, an enjoyer. You are making the world real. You are making your body real. You are making that person real. Then again morning I'll come tomorrow to hear Adin Vedanta. So again for 1 hour I'll be complete. Actionless, enjoyerless. Other hour I'll be employing myself. Kuchur. So other hour I'll be strengthening the earth and Kam Purusharth. Strengthening the wrong, incomplete I. And 1 hour I'll be revealing the right I. This won't work here. It doesn't coexist. One is you are working on imagination, other is you are falsifying imagination. Therefore, desire for mumukshatva. So, discrimination, dispassion, desire for mumukshatva. This is adhikar. Therefore, if this passion is not there, you are not a fit student of Vedanta. Because you cannot, you need to operate on the wrong area. You have no time. Your mind will be occupied about rag, dvesh, kam, krodh. That will pull you out. You are very gross. You cannot enter that subtle zone because that person is already occupying your mind. Therefore, go for karma yoga and upasana. 20 year, 30 year, one birth, then come back. Because you cannot drop it. Vedanta is very difficult. Here it becomes difficult. Understanding is not difficult. Abiding is very difficult. You don't be very genius to understand. I will make you understand. But to abide in that, again I'll be angry on this person, calm on this person, frustration with this person. That does not go for lives. Therefore, desire is very difficult. Vairagya and mumukshatva are two highest qualification, which is very difficult. It is so difficult, unnecessarily I am listening then. No, by listening so that you will develop adhikar, you should know also. And last D is discipline called Shat Sampatti. 4D. Discrimination, dispassion, desire for moksha and discipline. This is called Anubandha Chatushtay. Anubandh means something is tied up in these 4 topics. Bandh means bandha hua hai. Continuously it is tied up. Like sometime you make something and you tie up, like you tie up the book. We'll see more tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamada Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashish. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah.